Hello and welcome back to Mindful Sojourn. I am Janie and I appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining me. If this is your first time checking out my channel, thanks for stopping by. I hope that you find something inspiring and useful, and I hope you'll stick around for more. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you for your continued support. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet in this video. This is just totally random, spur of the moment. I had some time, the baby's napping, I have a fresh cup of coffee, and I thought I don't know, I just felt like being creative and making something, and I thought, well, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well record it. So who knows, this video may end up in my deleted videos folder, or maybe it'll be one of the videos I publish next week. So who knows? Let's see what I can come up with. As you can see, I have all these scraps to work with. These are offcuts, you know, like when you're trimming down paper for a project or a junk journal and you know, you cut off the end. Well, I save those because these are great for repurposing into other things. So yeah, like collaging or whatever. I feel like I might end up making some tags. I want to use this. I used part of it for something else and I want to just get rid of it. I think it coordinates. I like the color that it, I don't know, I feel like it goes with this journal I've been working on. I might turn it into tags. I also started working on this yesterday. It was going to be just like a little booklet with different pages of scrapbook paper, like kind of as a, I don't know, just something to include with this journal that I'm making. Either a piece of ephemera or just like a mini matching booklet to go with it. But I want to make some other stuff like tags to go in this. So who knows? Maybe I'll finish making this and then we'll make some tags. I don't know where this is going. But stick around. Let's see what I can come up with. So basically what I did to get to this point is I just, I had a 12 by 12 sheet of scrapbook paper and I cut it into quarters. So I have 4 of these now, 6 by 6 sheets, and these are great to become, I'll probably use these for tags as well, little tags and other embellishments for the celestial journal I'm working on. But for this, and I did this with, I chose 4 different sheets from that book to use, and so I cut all of them down into 6 by 6 squares. So now I have extra of all of them. I don't know where did the rest of these go? I don't know what I did with those because I have 1, 2, 3. They're in here somewhere. I don't know what I did with them. Maybe I used them already for something else. I don't remember. So yeah, these are great for tags and other embellishments. But for this, what I'm going to do is just turn these into a little pocket booklet, but I want to add pockets to it. So you'll see what I mean. Yeah, I don't know what I did with the rest of those. Are they hiding somewhere? That's gonna bug me until I find it. My, part of my mom anxiety is like, I get so, okay, here they are. I found them. Okay, they're accounted for. Part of my mom anxiety is, that I've been struggling with is obsessing over things being missing. So like if my son, you know, has a favorite toy and, you know, it's mislocated and we can't find it, I obsess until I find it. Even if it's not a favorite toy. If I'm cleaning up his toy area, like his playroom, and like let's say there's a toy that has like a set of 4 different balls and they're different colors, if I can't find one of them, I will not stop looking for it until I find it. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my little cutting pad. But yeah, that's something I've been struggling with ever since becoming a mom. And it's primarily with my son's stuff. But as you could see, I couldn't give up until I found these other sheets because it was just bugging me. And it's a huge distraction because it's like I just can't let it go. And my husband's always telling me, like, babe, we'll find it later. You know, the ball's probably under the couch. Like, just relax. And I can't just relax and let it go. I have to keep looking for whatever is lost until it's found. And then I can relax. Okay. So I'm just adding glue to the top and bottom here. So that this will become a pocket. I probably should have trimmed these down before. That's okay. So, I hope you're all having a great week. If I do end up publishing this video, it will be on Tuesday or Thursday of next week, but it's Friday right now. So, I hope you all had a great weekend. My weekend is still ahead. And I have some family time and baseball game to look forward to, and the equinox. Am I doing this right? Yeah. I love having like a campfire on the seasonal celestial holidays, you know, so like the equinox and the solstice. It's just a great way to just sit and pause and reflect on the season that's ending and the season that is beginning. And it's just a great excuse to have a campfire. I love campfires, especially on the beach. So we'll see if that happens this weekend. The solstice is on Sunday, but I have family coming to town, which is exciting. But so instead of doing a fire on the actual day of the solstice, it might end up being a day early. We might do it on Saturday or something. Not solstice. I don't even know what season it is. I meant the equinox. The autumnal equinox here in the northern hemisphere, and the vernal or spring equinox in the southern hemisphere. I need to get my thingamajig. I don't have one of those, you know, X-Acto knives that's just, you grab it and pops out. I have this set, which I can't remove from the container. I got this at, I think, just the dollar store. So here we go. I'm just going to, I don't even know, I never can remember how to tighten this thing. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, and it never, oh, maybe it's this way. Yeah, I never can remember how to screw this on. There we go. But yeah, so baseball and campfires, and that's what I am looking forward to this weekend. And family time. And I hope you are all doing the same. Not exactly the same, but what I mean by that is doing what makes you happy. Enjoying time with family and or friends, and going somewhere you love, doing something you love, whether that be the beach or a baseball game or a football game, if that's your thing. It's funny because I had all these ideas and plans for the weekend, and my husband asked me the other day, like, do you have any plans for the weekend? And come to find out he was just planning on watching football all weekend, but yeah. Am I the only one who is a little bit annoyed that like football is already taking over and baseball is still going on? Like, I was listening to the Padres radio station the other day, and I guess it was a day that they didn't have a game, or it was at a time when they weren't playing that day, and they were covering a football game. I was so mad. Like, not only is baseball not over yet, but this is a baseball radio station. Why do I have to turn it on and listen to a football game? That it really irked me. So my glue kind of seeped, so I just want to make sure that it's only where I want it. So I'm pulling some of these pages apart. So yeah, the idea, I got this from, this idea from Natasha at Treasure Books. And so then she added, you know, pull out pages, like journal cards almost. But I didn't notice in her video if she did this, but I want to put pockets in here. So each of these pages that I just glued together are now pockets, but I want, when I trim down my page, this notch kind of disappeared. I want to add pockets inside it as well. Let's see. There we go. So yeah, I may still have some glue seepage. I might need to add some tape, like washi decorative tape in here somewhere. I still have not found a perfect glue. So if you are a crafter and you have a favorite glue, let me know in the comments what it is. I'm sure, is it coming through on here? I can't see. There's like some page wrinkling going on. You know, how do you avoid that? I've tried several different glues, and usually this one does not do that. It doesn't bubble quite as bad as this one, but they both end up doing it, and I don't know how to avoid that, and it's annoying. So I always end up putting like tape or something over it to hide it. Anyways, I'm going to ink these edges with blue to match the theme, and this is just ink that I got at I think it was at a thrift store, and I think it's just about done. I'm gonna wait on these edges because I don't want to get glue on my dauber. But yeah, if you have a favorite glue, if you're a crafting nerd and there's a glue that you swear by, let me know what it is, and I will give it a try because, I don't know, this fabric fuse, it's similar to Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix. It's, you know, meant for fabric and paper, but, and so it works great for junk journal projects because we typically use different materials, fabric, like a combination of fabric and paper, so it's great for that, except I just don't like how the buckling and bubbling looks. I think it doesn't look professional. So yeah, I'm not crazy about what's going on here. I might try to cover it up a little with some washi tape, maybe. I don't know if that would really fix it. I think I do like how this looks, so I don't know if I'll do it to every page, but we'll see. I just recently sent out a message to friends and family to collect addresses for Christmas cards, so I'm trying to get a head start on that. I feel like some years I wait too long, you know, to put our cards together and everything, and then some people don't end up getting our Christmas card until after New Year's, so I'm trying to avoid that this year and get them sent out in a timely fashion. I thought it would be fun to even send out, I probably won't do it this year, but you know, why is it that we only do cards, you know, like family greeting cards for Christmas? I mean, I guess some people do cards and stuff for Easter, but what about, I don't know, what about just fall? Like, happy fall, greetings, family and friends, like, just checking in, like, I don't know, I thought that would be cool to send out kind of like a Christmas card, like, happy holidays from us. Have a great holiday season, but you know, do that for the summer, like winter, or you know, the summer solstice comes around and it's like, hey, happy summer, I hope you have a great summer, you know. I don't know, maybe I'm weird. I'm just old-fashioned, and I like sending out letters and stuff, so I thought it might be a good excuse to just, you know, send things like that, like cards or something, out to family and friends throughout the year, not just at Christmas time. So here we go. I think I'm just going to do the washi thing on the two middle ones. Yeah. And now I want to add some more pockets to the inside. So we have 4 pockets already, but I want more. Could use more of the scrapbook paper, but I think that would be a little over the top on the scrapbook paper. I might want to use a different, I don't know, a different thing. I like how that looks. This could be a tuck. Okay, what are we gonna make here? I think I'll start right here. I like the way this looks with these colors. Okay, so then I will use something else here. this could be a little belly band. I like this side. I have these stickers that I want to use. Even though this isn't a nature or floral journal, I love that these stickers just kind of match the color scheme in this journal. Doesn't that go really well together? I found these at one of the swap meets this last weekend, and I got a bunch of these for $1. Like, all of the craft supplies that this vendor had were just $1, so I got a bunch. I'm hoping one of these is small enough. I might cut it down. Ooh, I love that. Yeah, I think I might cut one of these down, if that's possible. I think this is one sticker, but I am going to cut out this smaller flower. Yeah, because I think this one would be too big. Yeah. And I just want a little embellishment on this belly band. Where do I want it? There we go. Okay. So I'm using the glue again, but if it ends up bubbling, I might just put tape over it. I don't know how to avoid that. Maybe it's the amount of glue. Maybe I'm using more than what's necessary. Who knows? And it's stuck again. Who knows? Maybe it's good that it's stuck, because maybe I am using too much. Okay, now this is a belly band. You can stick something in there. And what's going on here? How do I want to use this? And then maybe I'll add some lace over it. Going with the flow. I swear I had no plans for this video. I normally don't record on Fridays, but I thought, you know, why not? The kid's asleep. I like this edge, but then I'm only going to glue 2 sides of this. And I'm gonna stick it right down. Now the fabric does usually take longer to dry. I might need to just leave this page open so it doesn't stick to the next page. So while that's drying, I'm gonna set that over there. And what else do we have here? I could make some other things to go in my journal. Actually, I had a little card, like a miniature journal card these. I put them in that book to flatten them out because when I glued them, they curled. And so I have a book that I've been pulling from, an old book that is astronomy related. So I've been using those book pages in this journal that I'm working on, the celestial themed journal. And I decided to use these little portraits. I cut them out and now they can be used as a little writing spot. You stick it in a pocket and flip it over. So it just adds interest to the page. It's almost like a little piece of ephemera, you know, it's from an antique book. It's something to read and something to write on. That's something I love about junk journals and the whole craft, and not just the crafting side of it, like making them, but also using them, you know, filling it up with things that interest the user. Which is why the ones that I make to sell, I probably won't fill them up too much. I think I've said that in another video. I wonder, I thought about adding some faux stitching. And then these little cards, you know, can go into a pocket like that. It's a little snug for that one. It can go, oh, these are my paper clips, hidden paper clips. I could, you know, stuff a bunch of these into these pockets, you know, things like that. So maybe I'll make another one of those. I need more things like that. Just little journal cards. Maybe I'll use a DigiKit image. This is from the same book, but I also have these DigiKit images from Pam at the Paper Outpost. This one might be nice for a writing spot. I just printed a couple of the sheets from the kit that I bought from her and cut them out. So something like this, to turn it into a journal card. I'll glue it down because this was printed on just copy paper, printer paper. So I will want to back it to something. Yeah, I'll just do that. Use what you have. But yeah, I saw, sorry, I keep getting distracted. I've seen flip throughs of people that put all kinds of stuff like in their monthly journals. Like they'll go to a candy shop, you know, and save like a wrapper, and they'll just throw that in a pocket in their junk journal just to be like, oh hey, remember this, we went to this candy shop and tried this kind of sweet that we hadn't had before, you know, which is sweet, I guess, but it, you know, they didn't, it's not like they turned it into something else, like, oh, I'm gonna use this candy wrapper and turn it into something. Like, it was just a wrapper. Which is cool, I guess, if that's your thing, but it was also kind of like, it's just trash. Which, that's what junk journals are. We use trash, but generally we turn it into something else. You know, like taking a cereal box and using it for the cover on your journal. But again, there is no right or wrong with, I cannot get this thing straight. There's no right or wrong with journals, junk journals, how to use them, or, you know, there's not like a code of the junk journals and you have to use it this way. Like, that's one of the great things about the hobby, is that everyone has their own style, and I'm just rambling about junk journals. Don't mind me. Okay, so I want, this went on crooked, but I want to straighten it up. Okay. Now for this, you could always add some stitching around the edge, either real or faux. You can do it either way if you want to add that texture, which I might do later, but for now I'm just going to ink these edges on the front and back. These are just great to include because when you start adding pockets and other embellishments to your pages, you might be covering up what would have been writing space on that page. And so if you're covering up part of the page, you know, like with a pocket or something, you stick this in it and this replaces your writing space, but it's also a little decoration of sorts. Let's do one more. Actually, let's see if, no, this is, when that glue exploded, this is gonna take a while to dry, but I do want to add, I'm all over the place, but that's okay because I had no plans, no intentions, no clearly defined intentions for this video. So we're making journal cards and pockets and all kinds of stuff. I think I want to ink this with blue. I'm liking how all of these journal elements are coming together because it's a blend of some colorful elements, but also more vintage style. So it's a blend of both. And I'm just going to glue this down on 3 sides. And then you can add an embellishment to that if you want to decorate it a little bit, which I think I will do. Let's see. I think I'm going to cut these 2 flowers out. That leaf is, there we go. So now we have not just the 4 pockets, but we have a belly band, we have this tuck spot, another pocket here, and I want to add something back here. Oh, maybe I can use this. Ooh, that fits. I intended this, well, I hate to make this a pocket because I intended it to be a writing spot. I guess it could be something. Oh, let me see. Let us see. I'll just stick it in here for now. There we go, see? Got a little journal card peeking through. I had another sheet, oh here it is. I cut this out just messily and I wanted to turn this into something else. I don't know if I want to use it as a tuck or let's see. I'm going to deconstruct this doily. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this down to the doily. I'm just making this up as I go along. So this doily right here is embossed, and I wonder, yes, if some of this texture might come through. Oh, I like this. Am I even still recording? I have no idea if I'll even be able to edit this video because I have so little storage on my phone. I keep having to delete stuff every time I record a video for YouTube. I have to, it won't let me edit it because my phone doesn't have enough juice. So I decided to just ink over that a little to make that texture and the pattern more visible. I like that. Okay, so now how do I want to make this a pocket? I want it to lay here in the middle of the page. I might just, let's see, I might actually just do a little bit of glue here at the top and a little here at the bottom. So that it is like a pocket or tuck of sorts on both sides. Okay, now I think I'm just going to put it down close the page, hope for the best. Take another sip. That last sip is always the best because I feel like some of that coffee flavor just sinks to the bottom. Okay, so when you're doing something like this that's folded, you want to allow the glue, you want to open and close this and let the glue dry in both positions. That way, once it's dry, it doesn't tear on you. I don't know if this was the best idea for a pocket because doilies are kind of flimsy, but you know, as long as you're not putting something in this that's super bulky, this should do just fine as a pocket. Yeah, I like that. Sweet. Now you can totally fill this up more. I do plan on making things to go in each of these pockets. But for now, we've decorated it with a belly band, a tuck spot here. So the belly band, you can stick something in like that. Here, let me grab something pretty. I have a little mini tag. Okay, so here's a tag. So that's the belly band. Corner tuck. Tuck there. We made this journal card. And then we have a pocket here and a pocket here. Sweet, I like this. Maybe I won't delete this video after all. And then we also, I showed you these journal cards, which these are great for these pockets too. So yeah, we made some journal cards, some pockets. I like this. I like where my inspiration took me today. And then, as I said before, once this little booklet is done, it'll be like a little mini, I don't know, ephemera holder. Let me show you something else I got recently. So I got this pack of die cuts that I thought matched at least the color scheme. They're not celestial, but they are nature. And I mean, even the solar system is still a part of nature. I mean, when we think of nature, we always think of it in terms of like the nature on just our planet, you know, like plants and animals and stuff and flowers, but like what types of nature are also out in the heavens on other planets? You know, they have their own terrain and weather. Anyways, so I think nature still applies to something that is celestial themed. So this is a little big for that pocket, but you know, you can always, as I was saying before, before I grabbed these, I was thinking about maybe making this little booklet like an ephemera holder for this journal. Ooh, I could even stick that on the front maybe. I don't know. I'll stick it in this pocket for now. Have that kind of just peeking out and getting your curiosity going, like, hey, what is that? But yeah, so like a little ephemera booklet to include in the journal. And what I was thinking of doing is maybe making like a raised pocket here, and so that it's kind of at the very front of the journal so that the recipient can then take this and, you know, I might throw some stickers in here, you know, stickers, die cuts, and other pieces of ephemera that the recipient can use and decide, you know, oh, I want to use this to decorate this page or whatever. Just a fun little freebie, you know, to include in the journal. So thanks for hanging out. I had no idea where this video was gonna go, but I'm glad with how it turned out. So yeah, this was fun. I need to just do this more often. I tend to overthink my videos and like, oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna make? I need to have like a step-by-step, clearly planned out process, and which that is great to do sometimes, because I have tried to do a video like this before and I did end up deleting it because I was a little all over the place, but you know, whatever. It turned out this time. So yeah, when you see this next week, it'll be a new week, and like I said, today is Friday for me. That's when I'm recording this. So I hope you all had a great weekend and are having a great week. And I'll see you next time. I'm gonna clean up this mess. Anyways, bye.